You know what? Let's get started.
He's so excited.
Yeah, let's. Ready?
You are.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. My name is the one and only ZB, and I'm your host. And today I have with me the one and only Miss Taylor Vaughn. What's going on? How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. It's been one hell of a week.
Ooh, you want to talk about it? Cause man, it really has been one of those weeks. I was looking forward to Friday. I was looking forward to Friday. Slammed my laptop.
Yeah, I've been at the point where it's just like 5 o'clock. I'm already up. Click. So like I don't know how a whole week feels like Mondays. And I
This was that week.
yeah,
Every day was Monday.
I
You ain't like that's the perfect description.
like I don't get it. And I didn't even work Monday.
See, for those who worked Monday, if it was Monday, and Tuesday was Monday, and Wednesday was Monday, and Thursday was Monday, and Friday. Today is Monday.
It's just a Monday that we don't have to return to.
Actually, no, Fridays is Fridays. I'm gonna give.
Yeah. I Because there's nothing like that 5 o'clock just
Man,
get in the car.
that's 5 o'clock is pushing it. You got me till about a good 3:30.
I need your job. I need
3:30. I'm mentally, I'm
oh
mentally gone.
oh yeah, mentally. You want to know what I was doing today?
What did you do today? What did your day consist of? Why was your day so long?
Today it actually wasn't that bad. I got to work. I was in a good mood, like a really good mood. I don't know if you've heard Destin Craig or not Craig, Conrad.
Oh, I love Destin Conrad.
He got a new song with Tizo.
Okay, haven't heard it.
That thing has me in a chokehold.
I gotta listen.
It's called like Just the Last Time. So
Destin Conrad, I gotta put on to him. He got a song with Alex Isley, right?
I think so.
That's I can't remember exactly what it's called, but that's how I heard him. Fire.
Yeah, no, that song. I'm chokehold.
Yeah, listen to it.
It's dope. But yeah. So today was just like cool day. I work in IT. Um, quiet day. Great. So like around noon, 1 o'clock, I'm doing like typing exercises.
Ready to get up out of there.
Yeah.
Get ready to get up out of there.
I'll do.
Noon after you come back from eating a good little lunch. Yep. You got about a solid, solid hour.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh, I come back at 1. You got till 2 and I'm.
Oh my, it's an hour rule. You
Mm.
got 60 minutes before I'm like, yeah, it can happen. It can work. Wait till Monday. It can wait till Monday. Oh, I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better.
So, how was your day though? Like, take us through your day. Take us to the day, through a day of a superstar.
You know what? This week was a very, very long week. Um, I my mom had a heart attack this week, and it was so scary. So, you know, I have an 11-year-old son, and having to parent while you're like freaking out is so hard because you have to be level headed. You have to have some sort of calm. But I had to keep it together for my mom's sake and for my kid's sake. And it was so scary to see her like that. However, she's doing better. Spirit lifted. I'm almost like, okay, she get on my nerves now. So
She's back to
she's
normal.
good now. She's back to normal. Like she's all right. Um, but then doing that and then still balancing work and even balancing my artistry because that it doesn't stop. Like it doesn't stop. Like the grind is so constant. So, you know, this was one of those weeks that I feel like, how bad do you want it? What are you willing to you really want to be there, Taylor? Do you know you're gonna learn balance? You're gonna learn how to, like, it was one of those teaching weeks that I feel like will carry me for time to come.
So what did it teach you about balance? Like,
Um, be intentional with your time. Be very intentional with your time. When it's work time, work. When it's time to get off, get off. When, put your focus on what you can touch and what you can change. I feel like the serenity prayer is kind of my mantra now, and that kind of helps me put prioritize things without feeling burned out. Now you got days where you burnt out now, where you're like, okay, I need a minute, and for me, whenever I have those burnout days, like I need like 3 to 5 business months to recover.
oh man.
Not business days, business months. I go ghost. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to go nowhere. And it's nothing personal. I need a minute.
Yeah, nah. That's me after South by. After South by, I need a
Yeah,
week. It never fails. I don't want to talk. I don't want to see nobody.
so real.
I don't want to anybody that I'm supposed to reach out to and contact. I will get to you that following Monday,
Yep.
like a week from now.
Hmm.
Like,
It's tough. Like it's tough, and when you need a minute, you need a minute. Like you have to recharge, and in the midst of even recharging, life still doesn't stop.
yeah, like shit don't stop.
Right, it never. So it's like, okay, I plug me up. I need to be plugged in the wall for a minute, and and I'm not on the fast lightning cord. Like I'm on the old school one.
Oh yeah,
Gotta let it sit overnight.
this an 8 hour charge right here.
Yeah. Give me a minute. You can't. Don't come back in an hour. I'm still at 2%.
Right.
I got a short in the charger.
And each time you contact me, my battery drop again. I just want you to know that. Like if you call me when I'm trying to recharge and I love you enough to pick up,
That percentage go low. That is the best way to put it, cause that is fact.
you just used up 5%. I was only at 2. Yeah. Now look at us.
Completely. Okay, well, you gonna have to sit on the charger before you even for a minute before you even cut on.
Right.
Yeah, type. That type.
Are you the type of person that do you watch calls as they like ring out?
You know what? I did, but now I don't. I want to be so disconnected from my phone. Like when I need a minute, I will go put it up. Like my ringer has been off for like 11 years.
That
I've never had a ringer on my phone. Like it's just like if I lose it, you just gotta call it.
gotta
That's it. Like it just gotta feel it. I have not had my ringer on for over a decade. So I'll put my phone up, and if you better hope I ain't watching a movie. Oh, I really answering. If I'm occupied, oh, it's a no go,
yeah.
and I might not have the capacity to call you back. Not right then and there. I will call you back, but probably like the next.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. Like I'm known. It's gotten to the point. So there's my dad has like 6 kids, right? And out of all 4 of us, like none of us like to answer the phone.
You gotta work on that.
Like
We have to work on that. I don't know why I say you. I'm talking to myself too. Yeah, I.
we just don't. And
Because you're busy.
we definitely do get busy. Like especially my big brother, he has his brand going on. He's doing his thing up in Denver. Our younger brother Tyshawn, he he's just working, so he's working a lot. He's in the process of he's in his early 20s. Yeah, he's in his early 20s or mid 20s actually. He's getting ready to turn 25.
Your early 20s in 2025 gotta be crazy.
Yeah. Cuz I thought it was crazy just growing up.
Man.
And so like, he's figuring that out. My big brother, this is his brand, adult ENT. Um, yeah, man. Shouts out to my guy. I love him to death. Um, so yeah, we just all do get kind of really busy. I'm working at the pod, whatever the case may be. I might be doing some acting somewhere. Just it happens. But
So true.
I call back. Like,
As long as you call back, and it's okay not to have the capacity right then and there. Like if you've had a long day, sometimes I'm like, oh, I'll call you back. Like I need a minute to just be quiet or be still because you're
yeah,
so busy. And that's okay. As long as you call back.
depends who it is. Like I'm saying, I call family back, but
You're not family.
I'm calling my loved ones back.
Yeah.
But and some like, and when I say loved ones, I think of my homies too. So like, yeah, like I'm calling my people back. But like, if you like a third level homie or something, like an associate, I'm not calling you back, dog. I'm not calling you back. Give it up. I don't even know why you called me. Like, if you don't,
Why are you calling?
yeah, like I ain't talked to you in a minute, dog. Like,
Yeah.
this ain't a part of our routine.
I'm past the nostalgia calls.
Yeah,
Like those could be text messages.
don't text me either. I don't want to text back. I don't like texting. I'll call you before I text you
Okay, why don't you like texting?
because I could just say it and get it out the way. Like, and there's no misunderstanding. Like, say if there's some,
Voice note.
I will leave a voice note. I don't count that as texting, but yeah,
Okay.
I'll do a voice note, um, phone call, FaceTime, really FaceTime and voice notes.
Okay.
But like, I'm not just gonna sit here and like text you all day. Like, I don't even want to look at my phone.
No, that I'm gonna have to agree just because we spend a lot of time on our phone. Like a lot. And I sometimes I'll look at my every Sunday if you got an iPhone, it tells you your analytics like
Screen
your
time.
screen time. That my screen time been up before and I'm like, oh my gosh, you gotta disconnect. And what the old folks say, they say go touch some grass and put that phone down. Like go live, go outside, hug a tree, go do something. Get a hobby, find
Tree is crazy.
disconnect from. No, for real, have a picnic, smell a flower, look, people watch.
I love to people watch. Like, just observing what they do. So like, I don't drink. So like, when I'm out now, I just watch drunk people,
Okay,
and I'm like,
so you're a designated driver.
no. Um, well, it depends on with, but a lot of times the reason why I say no like that is a lot of times I'm solo. You'll see me a lot of places one deep.
Okay.
Um, and like I'll see my homies there. I'll see like
Run to somebody and be able to move.
yeah, but otherwise like I'll pull up to a show. It's normally just me posted up in the back somewhere, quietly minding my business.
You know what? That's a good place or space to be out in your life when you can enjoy your own company, when you don't need anyone to go anywhere. You literally can go wherever you want and have a great time. Like you could sit with yourself. You know how many people can't? There's a lot of people who cannot do things alone. Like they're dependent.
That's I feel like
I can if you can go out to eat alone, I can
I can't eat alone.
party at one. And I eat real good too, especially if I'm share.
Yeah, I'm a movie goer.
A movie or activity. Like you ever been to an arcade by yourself? You
Nah, not.
can shoot hoop by yourself. It's really therapy.
I mean, I got a hoop right here, so I just
See, see, you just but you might.
yeah.
It's therapeutic. I'm telling you. Like once you're able to move around alone, um, you're good. But I will say this. Um, I'm not. I've got to a space now where I'm like, it's not that I'm not open to new friends because I am. Like this is, I am, but I'm so comfortable with my circle now that if I'm not with them or alone, I kind of don't want to go. And I remember one time I went out and I was on FaceTime with one of my best friends the whole time. The whole time.
All night.
The whole night. And I was like, why did I come? Why did I come? I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not like, it's not that I'm not friendly. It's just, I'm so comfortable with her that it kind of makes, I don't know. But I was like, yeah, I have to get out and I don't want to say mingle, but I guess just net
Network, rub,
network.
bump. What is it? Rub elbows.
Hit grass.
So,
Have a conversation with somebody random that you don't know.
I'm not doing that. Like just randomly, like,
Like,
hey man, how are you? Like I'll do that. Like, how are you doing? And like, cool, like
you
pleasantries.
had a conversation with a random stranger.
I'd like to avoid to like maybe if we're in the same proximity and we've had like something funny was said and like there's a reaction from either side, then that's how like that'll start. But like really, I'm just here to mind my business.
You can't go wrong.
Like if you're not here,
Safe space. That's a safe zone.
yeah, like if you're not talking to me, it's one of those things. Like don't speak unless you've spoken.
So yeah, that's typically a good rule of thumb. But I've been like at like airport bars and a random person just start talking to me and I'm just like, okay, well, the conversation just start going. Before you know it, they're like, get her a drink. I'm like, oh, okay, and it just kind of goes from there. Then somehow they follow me on Instagram.
White people friendly like that.
They are. I'm like, oh, they overshare. So I'm like almost invested now because
Yeah.
what happened? Why you do that with your baby? Like, he did what with your sister?
Oh,
You thought that was
you part of the family.
hey, now I know when the next cookout is
But
and when your mom's birthday is, so
oh,
but that has happened to me more than once. So I don't know. Maybe it's a me thing.
people like will strike up conversations with me, and I'll be like, why?
You might have an inviting energy or an inviting, spirit.
I think I do.
People naturally gravitate towards good energy.
Yeah, but that don't mean you gotta tell me your life story.
They
Like off the bat,
might just give off like, therapeutic. Your vibe might be so therapeutic, they just want to tell you everything. And they do everything but their social.
I'm like, dog, cause it be at the worst times. Like you fucking up my high. Like,
Like, no, I know you're not about to run down your life story right now, but
come on, I don't have Visine and look in my eyes, bro. And don't do this to me.
no, that is so real. But some people catch a hint. I thank you to those who catch hints at that. Like, do you watch Abbott Elementary?
I've seen bits and pieces. I don't watch a lot of TV.
I don't either. I do not either. And my mom thinks I'm so weird for it. But I literally sit in silence or I listen to music.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I'll put on music and then put on like a cartoon like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Like something on mute. I'll watch that on mute while I listen to some music and just kind of vibe out, especially if I'm cleaning or if I just want the light. But anywho, on Abbott Elementary, there was they had an episode with Jacob, his brother came to town and they was in the lunchroom and him and Gregory had a conversation and he was just like, I'm just gonna, end it here so that way I won't force you into a corner of a conversation. I was like, that's so true. People will force you in a
Like,
corner of a conversation.
like they not picking up on the damn. That's crazy. Like, like, come on. I need you to pick up on the social cues. Like, bro, I've said 30 times.
If you are not a person who's outside or in the elements a lot, I feel like you would miss social cues because you can't
Would you say touch grass?
touch some grass. That's all.
But yeah, no. Why? Right now, like you couldn't wait till I was you possibly met me sober. Like unlikely, but oh man,
It's so funny. Oh
yeah,
my God, are we all living the same life?
got to like are having the same, just overall human experience.
Yeah, same
You know,
season.
yeah. What does this season feel like to you?
Oh man, that's a good question. This season, I feel like for me is a reset. Um, Reset and release. I do feel like there's some things that I need to learn, and I really, really, really want to get it because I don't want to have to go through it again. So I just feel like this is teaching me how to let go, teaching me how to focus, teaching me how to spot out distractions a little quicker, um, and just get back in alignment. I feel like I got knocked off. Uh, about a year and a half ago, I lost my grandmother, and we were super, super close. Like that's twin flame, probably one of my like soulmates. Like me and my grandmother were that was my girl. So I didn't take her loss very well, and I feel like time stopped, and it's like I had a conversation with somebody, and it really hit me. I was like, oh my gosh, it's been a year and a half because the pain feels like yesterday. But this is the first time I've ever experienced grief at this capacity. Like I've had loss, and I've had people who passed away that it hurt, but never, never did I have a death that I think will take the breath out of me. So trying to learn how to live with grief while still, um, working, being a mom, chasing my dream. Uh, I just got to get back in alignment. So I feel like this season is like a reset season for me. So what for you?
It's more like I'm in a season of change. I think there's a lot of growth going on. I feel like there's almost the verge of a breakthrough. So like I went through a lot of those. Like I had a trying couple years, like trying. um, from my divorce, moving back home, just trying to chase a dream, not being balanced, not understanding like I'm over dedicated here, under dedicated here. Um, and so just really saying, you know what, hold on, let me focus everything to take care of home first. So I went through that and I did the things that I needed to do to, better myself. And so like I went through that whole reset and like kind of regather period, that find yourself period. And now that I'm coming out of that. Now it's coming into a more, I feel like, polished and developed me, moving forward, and like me having a clear understanding and intent on what it is I'm after, what my goals are, um, what the possibility of my next relationships look like, um, all of that. Um, I felt like a lot of slight changes in the heart. Like I feel like the Grinch when they said like his heart grew 2 inches bigger. Um, but yeah, like just coming across into kind of a different phase. I'm getting cooked out here by my homies. They're frying me for being single.
Listen, I that's such a good place to be at. Like I love that for you. Um, because being in that position, you have clarity. And I think that a lot of the times when you come through chaos, um, it's hard to kind of, get that vision back to, your purpose, or back to where you should be, back to being in alignment. So that's such a great space. I love that.
Thank you. And it's definitely shouts out to my tribe, um, like my moms, my grandparents, my auntie, my pops, like everybody, my brothers, like everybody, like especially my brothers, like my god brother, he made sure like I was straight, like I was just like, reminded me like, nah, fool, this is all part of the game, chin up, chest out, like that's the motto, that's how we live, and so just being able to have the people around me to really remind me of that, and then to say like have the awareness saying like I'm fucked up, um, and then to turn around and like once the same people that helped me get it back together, I'm turning around and I'm able to get back to them, and help my brothers, pick them back up, show them how I picked myself back up with their help. So like just being able to be that voice, like that's one of those changes, like just becoming more polished. Like dang, what a blessing it is to be able to lead the pack. I feel like a lot of people take that for granted and they don't know, how to lead or what to show. And I hope that every day, like the people that choose to believe in me and watch me and say, "Hey, man, my brother did it. I hope God, I hope we going on the right path."
Okay.
Um, because I would hate to lead anybody astray.
And because you're self-aware, you're in a good position. It's not the blind leading the blind. So
Try not.
a little bit of clarity. So you okay. And that's how it works. That's community. That's bond. That's love. It's loyalty. That's, hey, we really gonna do this life together. Ups, downs, thick, thin. That's
Yeah, it's
they
step
call it ebb and flow.
ebb and flow.
Yeah, that's what they call
What explain?
it. Just go with the waves, and whatever happens, you just go with it. When go with the flow.
That's the best we can do.
Highs, lows, just go with it.
Yep. Are you a fan of Big Crit?
I am.
You know that song Highs and Lows off of I think it's King Forever in a Day.
Not the same one as Money on the Floor. That's on the same album. Is it?
Nah, I think Money on the Floor was on Live from the Underground. Uh, but yeah, no, he has a song that's literally about that same exact thing. It's life's nothing but an EQ of highs and lows. Um, it's a dope song. You should check it out.
And I am, if I haven't already.
You watch, you'll hear it, and you'll be like, "Oh, yeah, it's a good song." If I could sing, I'd sing the chorus, but I can't.
Dang, you only want to try?
It's not even like he really sung. It was kind of just. But no, it's overall a good song. Maybe we'll play it after the pod.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, so let's dog into this dog. All right, let's dive into this project. Complex, complex, complexions of a cancer.
Complexions of a Cancer.
So why the title?
Well, I am a Cancer,
Uh,
a July Cancer, July 8th
okay. What we doing for your birthday?
this year.
Yeah,
I want to go to Puerto Rico.
July 8th.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's giving Puerto Rico. It's giving luxury hotel. It's giving I deserve it.
Cashing out.
Yeah,
That's good.
I need it. I need it so bad. But uh, Complexions of a Cancer is me basically walking you through a journey. kind of, I don't want to say a rediscovery, but yeah, I talk about me, and then I talk about the essences, or the inner workings of me, and I talk about heartbreak, I talk about love, I talk about, you know, a little bit of everything, and then I end it with a discussion in the mirror. So I end it with me versus me. It's my first album, my baby. And I have singles and features and stuff, but this album was so personal.
It felt like it. You could definitely feel the flow of it, and you could tell where things change at. Um, like when you go from Passenger Princess to Loveless Lane, you could feel the tempo change, like the whole everything switch. Like you go from an upbeat to now we're at Heartbreak Hotel. Cause trust me, I'm a Heartbreak Hotel resident. I love it. I
Love it. I don't know about all that, friend. I don't love Heartbreak Hotel. It's not funny.
nah, it's janky. It is, but like I love it.
You know what? Great things happen through heartbreak, especially for creatives. When we have life shifts, I feel like every creative I know, whether you're an artist, like paints, whether you're um, a songwriter, I feel like for creatives, that it just puts you in a bag.
It does. Like it's nothing like a good heartbreak to get a good album or a good inspiration. I'm sorry, like I'm gonna be honest. I hate it when songsters are in love. The music's too happy. Like it just doesn't hit the same. I'm sorry. Get your heart broke, short.
But it's okay. So to be fair, you gotta pick an era, because I feel like the '90s love songs are totally different than I feel
Oh
like
yeah,
love songs today.
them niggas was singing in the rain.
It's just that I just I want that.
That's what I imagine like love feels like. That's what I think like when you find. I've never actually said this out loud, so like that's what I think like when you find that person. Like it feels like Dwayne Wayne saying Whitley. Like something like that's what I assume.
Yeah, it does. I had love them. So it does. It's so beautiful when it's authentic, when it's honest, when it's built on a very great foundation. Like if that foundation is clean and smooth, oh, whatever you build on that, that love is just so beautiful.
So what do you think it takes to build a solid foundation? Where do you start at? I feel like that's a lot of problems with like maybe the dating scene now. Like sometimes we rush into it. Some people are like, you're moving too slow. What do you think is like a solid way to build that foundation?
I think a solid foundation would be, and this might sound crazy, but I just feel like putting everything out on the table, or what you may feel is a con about yourself, or maybe something that maybe somebody else might perceive would be a con. Like for example, um, you might not want to date, someone with a kid, or you might want to be a first. I feel like, hey, I do have a kid, so you kind of put the ball in the other person's court initially to say, okay, well, you know what, I'm okay with that. Like well, it doesn't bother me that you have a kid, instead of like, I don't know, like you're trying to force it. So I feel like if we just put everything on the table, it gives you the chance to say, okay, well, you know what, I'm gonna rock with you. I could do with that. Um, like if you've been married before, there might be somebody who really wants to be, a first. And if it's like, if you're somebody who's been married, they might be like, well, I don't. I want that. I want to be that to be special, and that's their preference. Like that's,
Yeah.
that's something that they might want for themselves. But at least it's out there, and it's not like later on down the road you getting known as like, oh my god, you were, or So it's just, I just think that if you honesty is the best policy. And if you just kind of tell me what's up front, like, hey, um, I live with my parents. Uh, I I'm getting ready to be out of debt. I moved in with them because such and such. Like, if you just say up front what's going on, that I feel like will save you so much time down the line. Like, okay, you might want to, you can have what you want. I just feel like if I don't want to make somebody fall for me and then they decide, well, I mean, I guess you could change your mind anytime you want. Like, nobody's obligated to, but I just rather everything up front, and then if you choose to rock with me, then okay, cool. Now we can feel because now all the stuff that I think is should be out on the table is out. Now we can build from here. I don't have anything else, so I think that might be a thing for me. But I don't. I'm cool on love. I'm cool on that. I'm cool on it. I'm cool on it right now. I'm focused. I really I got things I gotta do.
I respect that. It's nothing. I feel like the nicest way possible. Love is a distraction at times. Like,
Absolutely can be.
um, and then just having to like add in that balance of a relationship. Um, because like both people have needs, and like me as an Aquarius, I can be kind of aloof. I can be kind of just according to the stars. Somebody's gonna have to break that down to me one day.
You know what? So I absolutely I'm into it. I love astrology. Um, I don't get into like the fortune telling part of it or
You don't do tarot cards.
no. I like because I believe in God. So I trust him with my future. I don't think I can for me personally, I think that he knows all. I don't think I if he wanted us to know the future, he would like I just feel like there and everybody has their own opinion. However, there is so much accuracy in astrology. Even if you just want like a general understanding of people, I feel like it's pretty cool because you could spy out a cancer. I feel like if you meet one cancer, I feel like if they have the same vibe, you be like, "You're a cancer." Aren't you?" Be like, "Yeah, how'd you know?" I knew it. You started to be able to like kind of read people a little bit based off of that. Now I'm not saying everybody's the same, but we all kind of have the same traits depending on your zodiac. I feel like all Aquariuses have similar traits. I feel like all Geminis have similar traits.
You niggas are crazy.
These are factual traits. Like it's not anything. And I'm just like, oh no, these are facts. So I'm not in my. I'm still in the journey where I'm trying to find out the why behind that, but it's too accurate for me to think it has no.
No, Baron.
Yeah, like it's way too accurate. I don't know exactly what, but it's
I will say I did notice like because like I like to study and like look at it. So like I'll hear all the stuff on TikTok or Instagram or shoot anybody who realizes I'm an Aquarius, even my mama. Like and so like I'll look into it. And I'm like, dang, am I really aloof? And then I'm like, huh, yeah. Do I really get annoyed when people are over talking? Yes. Would I like to save the world? Yes. Do I change my mind a lot? Yes.
my son is infamous for that. But yeah, I feel like I don't know, and everybody has their own opinion on it, and I don't, you know, there's some people who like I don't know anything about it. It doesn't matter. Stars getting ready to tell me such and such, or I can't be with such and such because I'm like, well, to each his own. I got to make sure we're cosmically in tune. So,
We got a line up here.
like, that's my thing. So, you do you, I do me. But cancers, we're emotional.
Okay.
Very in tune with them though. Uh, like I could. If I got 47 emotions, I could tell you exactly which one, what day, when you hit it. What I could tell it to you all very, very, very in tune, and I'm super intuitive. But when you are evolving, you go through a lot of phases, a lot of stages, a lot of changes, and they say the seeing cancers will crash out. So we could go there.
Hey, yo, OD.
Oh, we can go there. I mean, like hell, look like heaven, how low we could go, type stuff. So yeah, it. We could go there, but we're also super, super loving, super loyal, nurturing, uh, maternal. Like there's so many different things that we kind of tap into as we're growing. Um, and how go from being a crash out to the I want my peace instead. My peace matters more. And I kind of take you through that. throughout the whole-
You definitely do. And so you obviously on Passenger Princess. First, let's start off with yeah, the Taylor show, because that whole was fire.
Oh, and so when I wrote the Taylor show, and my producer 1130, he is there. I don't think he had a beat I can't write to. Like we just locked in. But anyway, I'm super into 90s sitcoms. Like those are the shows that I like falling asleep to. The Martin, Jamie Foxx, um, and Living Color, Living Single. Like
Yeah,
there's so many 90s sitcoms that are just soothing to the soul. So I'm just like we know all the
all the
jing-
jingles, Martin, like
to even singing in clubs, like the DJs will throw it in there. They're like the Fresh Prince, you'll hear that. So
nah.
it's like, well, if they can have a jingle and a opening of their show, why can't have one of my album? And that's the Taylor show. That's my opening.
Your proud family moment.
That's my. You get ready to sit down. Come in.
Have a seat in my office, please.
Eat. Let's take off your shoes. You're gonna be here a minute. That's the Taylor show.
And it was definitely it was live. Like it caught me off guard, um, because it was just an overall different approach to the intro. Like I think the last time I've actually heard like something along the lines of yours was, and I'm saying this me personally, um, was the Little Brother album, the Minstrel Show.
Okay.
I was in like middle school, you know, so it was kind of refreshing. Like I enjoy when artists do something that's a little bit outside of the box. Like, yes, be creative, please. Like music is getting so boring and
The
repetitive,
same, and they keep playing over.
you know. So then we get into Passenger Princess, which is really a song for the girls.
You know what I say? I say pretty well. I make music.
That definitely feels like that.
Yeah, cause I am I like to sit pretty. I like to have my makeup done. I like having my bag. I like having my nails done. I like being something to look at. So if I'm running with my baby, that's fun. That's a good time to me. I don't care where we go. I don't care if you're like, hey, I just gotta run. If we can go grocery shopping together. I want to ride. I want to be right there on the side. Matter of fact, and I want the aux cord.
And you want the aux cord.
I want the cord too. That is my thing. Like I love being a passenger princess. Come pick me up. Where's we going? Yeah, I want to go. And that is just, passenger princess.
That's cute. I'm like,
That's cute. Well, thank you. I try to be.
but yeah, nah, cause like I always hear like or see somewhere. No, I just want to ride. I don't care where we're going. I'm like, I'm not doing nothing though. Like,
don't care if you going through the car wash. Can I come? Can I come? I be the satin boy. I want to ride. I want to stay right here, and I want to adjust the seat. Matter of fact, why don't I have custom headrest that say my name on it? Like, why it's not like that?
Oh, you like that? You like ain't nobody getting in
This
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 seat.
this is my seat. This is my seat. Even if you get in a car, that's still my seat. Cause I'm passenger. I'm baby.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Overstood.
So that's for the babies.
Overstood. Um. So we're going through the roller coaster, right? Not roller coaster, but we're going through this ride.
Like I'm
And
excited about you. And now that I
yeah,
introduced you, now that I have introduced myself, now we're getting into the fun part, okay? And as I take you from the introduction to now, okay, well, now we're getting to know each other.
right. And you all inside my skin, and
I just can live in it.
so how does so me? I'm a big space person, right?
Okay.
Um, you don't have to be necessarily physically touching me. We could just be just like this, right? Um, I would assume like that's completely opposite of what you would prefer in like in a
Mm-mm.
partner.
Mm-mm.
If you want to be in their skin,
It's a healthy balance. It is a healthy balance. And sometimes we can even, like, if you're sitting right there and I'm sitting right here, I might just put one toe. I like to touch my toe. But I think space is healthy. Um, if we're just chilling, we can be scrolling, doing our own thing. And with me, I'll probably send you videos while I'm sitting right beside you. I might be scrolling, be like, you see what I just sent you? Like, I can understand your space. And then I also want you to have a healthy life outside. Like, let me know, hey, me and the guys, me and Raina, I'm gonna go to Top Golf or something, whatever. Go have fun. If you don't call me before you come out, I'm gonna be mad because you could have brought me back. But do you think?
could have brought back some food.
Could
That's all I'm saying.
could have fed me at least, dang. But if not, like when we have our us time, oh, just just be in my arms. Yeah, I'm a lover girl. I'm a lover girl. So I can't help it. So you can take your space, but don't take too much. And don't ask for it because then I get sensitive. I get sensitive. I might be like, all right, well now I'm finna go sit in my car. Because you need so much space.
Oh my gosh, so child, so extra.
Dramatic.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go.
Space so bad. Dang, I guess I'm finna go.
You can't just go sit in a room like,
No, I'm
like,
finna
and
go
then,
somewhere. And I'm finna drive. Take your space since you don't want to be, since you don't love me anymore.
oh my gosh.
Just stress. I'm better now.
I'm like, you don't like you can just go into the next room. Like you decide to do all of this, and like now we got to put on a show. Like,
Come on, plot. This is the plot. This is the plot.
yeah, we got to do this for the plot. Ah, okay, here we go.
I'll go in another room, especially if I'm on the phone, because I could be kiki cackling with my family forever, and because I'm not from here, so
Right.
my key communication to my family outside of town is the phone. So if we get on there, you good. It really buys you some time for real, for real, for real. Shout out to my cousins who I talk to every day.
Nah, for real. That family relationship, you know, like with those cousins, like I'm very close with a handful of my cousins.
Yeah,
I won't say all of them, but
enough.
yeah, enough. Like,
I got all around the same age.
uh, so me and one of them are like 3 days apart. Yeah, so me and my one of my cousins were 3 days apart, and like growing up, we would have never imagined that we'd be as close as we are today.
Yeah, why not?
Nah, we was just polar opposites. she was shy, reserved, and growing like as we got older, she really came out her shell. Um, and then yeah, and then like like I was wild, and like she's still really like
You were wild? I did not get that.
I'm 30 now.
Okay, but usually you can tell you can spot a wild boy.
Can you? Like, what does a wild boy look like?
Not you.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Not bad.
Yeah,
If you were, I do feel like no, you were wild in your 20s. That's the
yeah.
time you should be wild. That's when you make your mistakes and cut up and do all that stuff because it don't look so hot at doing it in your 30s.
You feel me?
So I'm glad you got it out before you hit that 30. You walking into 30 with a clean
Definitely, I had to. That was a goal. Um, to make sure I was like I stopped drinking. I stopped like when I say I don't when I go out and I don't drink, I don't drink. You could be like, you have to take a shot. Nigga, no the fuck I don't. You will waste that money or you will take that shot.
slate. Yeah.
But yeah, nah, I got in trouble, throughout my early 20s. I've made a lot of mistakes. I'm a retired YN. Um yeah, I'm a retired YN. I made it to Unk status, so you know,
That is like sandals grilling.
no,
Okay.
no, no, no,
Not
no.
yet.
The fly uncle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, the uncle with the gold chain
yeah, yeah.
and the women.
Yeah. The
The smooth uncle.
something like that.
Uncle Elroy.
I liken myself to Goldie. Uh,
Oh,
so yeah, the Mac and How to Be a Player is one of my favorite, or like some of my favorite movies. So like a lot of my life when I was a kid, I was like Bill Bellamy was like the the architect. Like
okay.
he had the life, he had the fat ass crib, everything. You like, dang, bro, he got 7 different women here. You thinking and you like, dang, yeah, he
Okay.
got the A&R job at Def Jam, like all throughout that movie. Like that's what I'm thinking. Like I want for myself as an adult. Um, and so yeah, I went and created that lifestyle as best as I can that to fit me and where I'm at. Uh, so yeah, but no, now moving on, um, into the Heartbreak, my favorite song.
Yeah.
Like I said, I relish in it.
That seems to be a fan favorite.
Loveless Lane.
Yeah.
So does that happen behind a particular story?
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. Um, basically, I got my heart broke and it was bad. It was really bad. Um, so so bad to the point where I felt like, I truly did lose me. Like it had my mind gone. Like I just what? And I had to really find me again, like, and I talk about it. Just trying to get back to who I am and realizing who I am and being like, okay, Taylor, you're her. Like, what you got to do? Figure it out. Get back there because you don't want to stray. Come on back home.
So what are some of the steps that, bring you back home? What helps you remind yourself?
Uh, I give myself some grace, or I try to. So but I'm also realistic. And okay, Taylor, hold yourself accountable. Where could you have been better or done better? Um, what did you learn? What does this teach you? Because pain teaches you. Um, did it teach you to love yourself more? Did it teach you to, learn boundaries? Did it teach you, you pain teaches. So it's all about what you take from it. So for me, it was like, okay, I am, I am worthy. I am worthy of consideration. I am worthy of, I can have what I want. Like, I don't have to be broken before somebody sees, that you're worthy
Your value.
yeah, your value, because how you test it. Um, and, getting out the why, why did this happen to me? Why could you do this to me? And like, what it is, what it is. Let me, we gonna pack it up and head on back home. Like this ain't working.
So, what would you say your favorite song off the album is? If if Loveless Lane is the fan favorite, what is Taylor's favorite?
Uh,
I really feel like it might be Passenger Princess.
no,
No?
my favorite is the next song.
Okay, let's get to it then. The next song, Can't Stay Away. Oh, wait.
I don't.
Mm.
I'm mad that that's my favorite, but it is, and I wrote that from the same.
I imagine, yes. I figured for them to come back to back.
I ordered that so into
You did.
so much attention.
This was like for 7 songs, like one, I really do appreciate these 7 songs. Like just EPs and projects being this long and it being direct and concise. Like,
You.
yeah, like that matters so much. You know, that impacts storytelling. Sometimes when you get into these longer albums where you're dropping 12, 15, 24, like in Chris Brown's case, 100. Like, come on, bro. I don't have 16 hours to listen to each song. Like to listen to these albums like this,
Going.
you
Some of the
know?
albums are all over the place. Like,
Yeah.
what are you? They've got bops, but are you telling a story? Like, is it deeper than just your bops? Like, is it, what is your, what do I gain from listening to your album? A sense of, am I trying to turn up? Am I like, let's get the party rocking? Am I trying to, you know, listen to something maybe more timeless, something easy on the spirit? Am I trying to listen to a happy song? Am I in love right now? And if I'm in love, that's when you got on the Joe and the, Vance and the, those this love songs.
I'm telling niggas don't sing about love the same no more. We don't I don't think we experience love the same either now. Like
This can't be the same love that they had in the '90s at the HBC.
yeah.
This can't be it.
This can't be the Love Jones I was seeing. Like this can't see this can't be. That's why I say like I don't know like if it necessarily will feel like 90s love or like what I seen growing up. You know, cuz even like
You want it depends on how bad you want it. If it don't, that's the first start right there. Is that if it don't feel like that, then you don't want it. Whatever you think it feels like is how it could feel.
mm, you know that's the first time I've ever gotten an answer to that question. Like how do you know like or what does it feel like? Most people are like, "Oh, well you know, you know, the
This one,
yeah, the right one to make you feel the right way, nigga, you know, it's cool." Like, bro, what the fuck does that even mean? You know what? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Like, this is why you can't talk to the homies about this stuff. You be like,
It can only go but so deep.
yeah.
It can only go but so deep. It's a stopping point.
I'm telling you, they be cooking me. They be like, I was like, yeah, man, my homie, one of the homies is getting married later this year. And yeah, man, shouts out to them. I'm happy for him. I'm like, it's a beautiful thing. I think marriage is a very beautiful
It
thing.
is. It really
Like
is. It is.
you, I think if you can get in there and y'all really make it work and y'all are on the same page, I think it's
I agree.
you know. Um, so yeah, so shouts out to them, but they're like, yeah, man, we gotta make sure you get RSVP'd, and we gonna speak it into existence. You RSVPing for two.
Hmm.
I said, huh?
Plus one.
Yeah, I'm like, but it's just me. Like,
For now, that means you need to get out. They hinting at something.
I see, and I'm like, why? Like, what is wrong with you? Why can't?
They fun. Fun. Wedding date.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a good time, and it's an inspiration celebration. It's a wedding.
weddings are fun. I just like to party. Like,
So you're just there for the reception.
yeah, pretty much.
So skip the.
I'm not trying to see you throw the bouquet. I'm not trying to.
You're like, I'm there for the food and the turn.
You feel me? All that walking down.
Live.
You feel? Please, I please.
I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at that. I love love, so I don't. I watch like YouTube weddings just because they're so beautiful. I don't know their love story. They could have just fought before they walked down, and this is me. But I love love and what I what I think love is, so or what it can be and what it's not, more importantly.
I don't know. So back to can't stay away.
Stay away.
So you go back,
Go back.
make your decision.
And it's like we done been together so long. We done weather many storms, we invested. Our souls is tied at this point. I don't want to be mad at you. Can't stay mad at you. I want to, but I can't.
This was your Betty Wright moment.
This is my
That's my son.
this is definitely my at least that
At that moment.
at that moment I was just like it's like the cause and cure. It's like you're no cause.
Do you believe that's
Reason.
possible?
Yeah. It's not healthy.
I was about to say because I had a woman say it doesn't make sense to go back to the same thing that break you to me.
It doesn't.
So
It really doesn't. But you know what? If I'm even more honest, I don't have a lot of experience with love. Like I'm not somebody who dates. Like I don't know. I just feel like if it happens, it happens. Like it'll naturally take its course. Like I'm not going to look for it, but I'm also mm, I'm okay alone. I'm okay by myself. So I have peace with myself. So I still want to be open to receive it, but I don't dating. I don't want to get to know a bunch of different people at the same time.
nah, that shit's exhausting.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't want to. It's not. I don't know. I don't like the idea. There's some people who have it's a great time. They don't have any attachment. Any attachments. They just like hey, if it doesn't work, let's just move around. It's not for me.
That's kind of how I look at it.
On another date, the next day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it takes me so long to like a person.
It- So what I like to do is like I get to spend like these moments in time, right? Um, Now whether it goes somewhere, whether it doesn't, like I'm very much like whatever, but it's all about enjoying that specific moment in time. And like whatever that moment is, we could have met that night, shared some wings, and never spoke again, but it was a great time, or we could have went out, met somewhere, might have texted you, seeing where it was gonna go.
Would that be considered a date though? You don't think? I feel like the word date is intentional.
So yeah, and then yeah, I don't think it would necessarily be called a date, but even like on a date, like say, you know, but even say like we go on a date, right? We are out to eat and we're having a good time, but we determine like, oh, this ain't really it. All right, but we had a good time, so cool.
Yeah.
Like, or like,
You like keep doing that though?
do I like to keep doing that? No, I'm actually very to myself. Like,
I feel like that's part of dating though, like figuring that out. Because if you don't click with me, that doesn't mean you won't click with her. So you got to try that with her. But then that doesn't work with her. So then next one, it's like okay, uh,
and that's why I also believe like it's kind of a distraction. Like,
abs.
if whatever's if it's gonna come across one when I do date somebody and actually end up with them seriously, you're typically already pretty close to me. You're typically somebody I'm already
Got that good foundation with.
yeah, like we might be friends or we might have had a couple different moments, and now like we're just at that point where it's like, okay, let's go ahead and like what are we waiting on? Um or like what are we doing? Like it'll just lead up to that point versus like, oh yeah, I'm out here speed dating on a dating app or something. Like, no, that's not my MO. You typically have to know somebody to
To get to
yeah, like
that, it's VIP deal. Okay. I'm not mad at that.
like I just
VIP.
yeah, like somebody got to walk you through the door, or I got to be completely just astounded, like just have to know who you are. That rarely happens. Like so yeah, for the most part, you already know me. You're somewhere within, you know, 2 to 3 levels of communication,
High
or
communication levels. I'm not mad at that either.
you know,
Healthy.
and however it goes from there.
Fair. But it's so uh that's that's cool. But if you still stuck on a person that you can't seem to stay away from, you're not ready to do all that good stuff. Yeah, you're still there.
But that's where you gotta determine what you're gonna do. Are you gonna move on? Or you gonna stay with this person? But you got a fork in the road. You got a decision.
Wow. You thinking about that. Why not think about that in Jamaica, looking at skies and oceans? And that's my next song after that.
Yeah. So you go to Jamaica and you're just like pondering, like,
Just thinking, looking at the stars, and even watching the sunset until you don't know where the sky and the water meets. Like you can't.
it's kind of crazy. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, like it's like they're touching. You don't. It gets that dark where you like, okay, where does it, in that middle? Um, but just kind of, I gotta, I gotta, I gotta think. So that's a prelude that for a while I was thinking, because what am I doing? So while I'm figure out what I'm doing, um, that in turn makes me indecisive.
hmm
So it's my next one.
which is which is still a reoccurring theme, just being indecisive throughout this album, from being passenger princess to loveless lane. That is a common theme. Can't stay away. Like that all still falls under like this one. You know,
Because
getting to these last two songs.
am I gonna make it work, or am I gonna walk away? What am I gonna do? Is this worth it, or am I? Do I want to take a chance to get back in here, rather than go and start over? And indecisive. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Mm. So,
Roll the dice.
but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, you know what? No, I gotta focus on me. I gotta. It's my turn. So I ended with he versus me.
Okay.
I chose me.
Beautiful. So tell us about that conversation.
Well, and this is not, I'm not arrogant by any means, but I really, really am telling the truth when I say, um, I really don't compare my life. Like I really don't look at anybody else's journey. You really don't know what anybody else is going through. And when I say I don't want nobody's problems but my own, I don't want nobody else's problems but my own, okay? And I don't even want my own, but if I'm gonna have any, I want them to be mine. I don't want anybody else's. So the things that I am uh wanting to accomplish, the things that I'm wanting to, the Taylor that I need to grow into needs to focus on Taylor. Don't look at nobody else. Stay in your own lane. You at your own pace. You know, running your own race. Stay stay focused.
So, what do you think the Taylor of the future looks like?
Mm.
You had to just go ahead and
Fulfilled,
describe her.
fulfilled,
Okay.
happy. I when I die, at least at least when I think about it, I really like want to know what will people say. Will people say that I was kind? Will people say that Taylor was so fun? Taylor was, what would they say? And I feel like impact is important. Like I don't ever want my name to die, even when I do. I want my story or my life to carry for generations. So whether that be I introduced, two people, they fell in love and got married. Now I'm a part of their love story. So now my name is every time they ask somebody, how did you all meet? Well, we had a friend named Taylor. Okay, boom. Like, and then that's their, I'm part of their story. Um, whether it be, just meeting me and we just clicked and Taylor showed me, she never judged me. She never made me feel, X, Y, and Z. Like those things matter to me. So I see me um being somewhat of a vessel of love and having that balance where I love me so much and pour so much in my cup that it can overflow and pour into the people around me. That's where I see future Taylor. Because right now, the cup kind of is a little dry over there. But it's filling back up. I'm filling my cup up.
That recharge song.
And I'm on about 53%.
Well, I definitely thank you for taking some of that 53% and, coming over here and having a conversation with me.
I think I might be on 65 now. I got charged up.
Uh oh. I think I done came alive too. Yeah.
They say electric. The little shift on the carpet and
Shock each other.
shock each other. That was good.
It's needed.
It really is, especially today.
Yeah. It was it was an interesting day, but hey,
This was a long Monday. This was a week full of Monday.
a
This was a
week
week. If this was that was perfect.
a week full of Mondays. But we made it.
Yes, we did.
We're having a great week. Oh, we're having a great weekend.
You have any plans?
No. I gotta go get my hair retwisted. Uh, yeah, so I gotta like hide what's going on under here from the people until that's done. um, I do have one of your I don't want to say like label mates, but also another artist managed by your manager. Sin, we're we're here tomorrow.
Since you're gonna love Sin. We actually are working on we're working on a project together.
See, I'm excited, and Sin doesn't have much music out yet. And it'll be that.
Man, when Sin drop and he's young, what fire. So when he drop, Sin gonna be a problem.
Okay,
Sin is
yeah.
a problem. He go,
He had one song on like his Instagram. It was like a snippet, and I was like, this hoe is hard. Like,
just wait till he drop. I'm telling you, and he's gonna hit the ground running so hard. It's like I'm excited to see his journey. He went
I r-
sure.
I really like the love and support y'all all having for each other.
We are.
Um, yeah, because even Giles,
Giles. Oh, I love him too.
I love my guy. And the reason why I had to like ease my way into his name because I kept saying yes.
Yeah, he gets that. He gets that. He's like his child.
Like I'm so sorry, bro. So like I literally just have to think very hard to like make sure I pronounce it correctly. But shouts out to my guy. Like you guys are truly supportive of one each other, speak very highly of each other. Um and I'm so grateful that I'm getting the chance to speak with each one of you. Um thank you for coming. So before we get up out of here, there's a couple things we're gonna do. One is what's next for Taylor?
Okay. Well, right now, I'm writing. Then I'm writing a lot. Um, I have a couple features that are coming that I'm so excited about. One with Sin. Um, and I'm thinking because life has been lifing, I might have to drop me a little something, something
Might get a little something, something this year.
to drop me a little something, something this year. Cause I know as soon as my producer send that pack, I got a little something to talk about. So I might go ahead and drop something on y'all this year.
Okay.
Cause I really was focused on pushing my album. Cause I dropped it in the last quarter. So
Right.
now I'm like, all right, well, hey guys, I have an album.
Mm.
Pretty dope. They said it's a no skip. Want to listen to it? All right. Kind of just pushing that, but I don't really look creative. So I might have a little something, something special. If I do, which I probably will. I'm gonna send it to you so you can listen to it exclusively. Exclusively before it hits the street.
Please do.
Yeah.
I would love that. I would definitely love that. Um, next is please let the people know where they can find you at, where your next performance is. I understand you have a residency and down in Deep Ellum. So go ahead and let's fill the people in.
So, you are able to find my music on all digital streaming platforms, under Taylor Vaughn, one word, no space, VON. Uh, yeah, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, Pandora, you name it, you should be able to find my music. On my socials, you are able to find me on Instagram at OMGZ, OMGEEZY, and on TikTok at the real OMGZ. Um, And you can follow along with my journey. I actually have a show tomorrow, um, at Kingsman Coffee in Duncanville.
In Duncanville.
hmm and then you can typically catch me at Divine Soul on Sundays. Uh, but if you follow me, you can keep up with, where I'm at, because I'll be sometimes I'm at the Freeman, sometimes I'm, you know, at wherever. Just follow to see where I'm at in the journey, and I talk back. So you engage. I don't bite.
I can vouch.
You've been cool, and I didn't put my toe on you. You had your
I would have been all right. Um, well, yes, and once again, I'm your host, the one and only ZB. This has been another. We're working on rebranding these to be like their own separate thing. Um, that way they get their own separate attention. So like, I haven't got there yet, like to what it's gonna be, but I do thank you for having a one-on-one conversation with me.
Awesome. Thank you for having me again. I
Yes,
appreciate that.
man, overjoyed. I enjoyed it. Um, yes, and you know where you can find us. The OTG podcast, the OTG pod, everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Go like.
Period. Damn. Okay, you can find that.
Yeah. We not ducking no smoke. We outside. You can go find us. Um so yes. And remember to tell a friend to tell a friend, this should have never end, and we'll catch you on the next one.